Generation of the master schedule really is a lot more than just putting classes and assigning teachers to a block of time throughout the day. It generates from the students' interest and their needs to meet their career paths that they've identified, regardless if it's through a 4-year career path with a bachelor's degree or a career and technical certificate through our career and technical program.
Here at McCurry Central, we're constantly striving to improve our school and the lives of our students. We want to provide them with more opportunities and avenues for success. A major component to this is our dual credit program and articulated courses in our CTE department. We partner with Eastern Kentucky University, the University of the Cumberlands, and Somerset Community College to provide actual college courses to our students. We've experienced so much success with the dual credit program that we are transitioning away from the AP model and expanding the dual credit enrollment opportunities for our students.
It's a real advantage. Instead of having to take AP placement examinations, students leave college ready.
We were having success, but it was very limited with students taking the AP exam because you had to, they would norm the test every year to the population that would take it, and you would only get that credit for a 3 and a 4 and a 5 if you took AP Calculus or AP US History or AP Biology.
Well, I think the beauty of the dual credit program here is that it gives our students a chance to accumulate a number of college hours. We've had some students to graduate from high school, and hour-wise, they're college sophomores.
Which is absolutely incredible because they're getting not just the fact that they're getting the 30 to 40 hours of collegiate hours, but they're also saving $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 to spend, depending on which university that you go to.
That's going to help the financial burden with the parents as well. So we're proud that we're moving towards a more populous and better dual credit program, partnering with our colleges.
I think it's good for them just being able to say that they've got those college credits. It gives them a little bit more confidence that they're going to be able to go to college and succeed, because some of them weren't really thinking about college before taking these classes, and now after taking these classes they feel like, oh, they really can go to college. They can take a college class and succeed.
Dual enrollment also provides students with more challenging curriculum in the high school setting as well. The high school is a distinguished high school for the first time in recent years.
I think the workload definitely is it's eye-opening for a lot of students, and especially in some of the courses that they're taking. You know, for instance, in the calculus class alone, that's not a normal course that any student is going to take. It's just the most elite student that can grasp that content.
We're sort of, if you will, going off the grid, that typically what the state of Kentucky asks us to teach and what the colleges ask us to teach are very different, some very different skill sets.
It's been my hardest year in high school that I've ever had, just because of these classes, and I just couldn't see me being in high school as any other way but taking these college courses.
It's not just our students, but our teachers too, who are held to a high standard. They go through a rigorous vetting process to make sure that they're qualified to teach those dual credit programs.
Okay, another one of the goals of the program is to give our students the experience of being actually at the college level, the exposure that a college class would give them, and that's all part of their preparation.
It makes that transition from high school to college, I think, a lot easier, because we're, even though we're trying to emulate the college experience as much as possible, we still have a very nurturing environment. Because we see our students every day, we're able to, I think, interact with them in a way that the college experience would not allow.
And I really enjoy how it's not in an actual college classroom, that I'm in a place that I'm familiar with, surrounded by people that I've went to school with for all of my life. It has really made the transition it will make it a lot easier for me to understand rather than for it all to hit me at once.
It just takes the pressure off, but you still have to work for it, and you know what these teachers expect.
It really is a good stepping stone, I think, for them going off to a university where they're having to become more independent, because now it's the student's responsibility and they see that more independently now.
They are thinking about, it's my responsibility as opposed to who's going to do it for me. I'm earning the grades, I'm earning the credits. It's my responsibility as a learner and as a college enrolled student at this high school to be here and to make a difference in my future and my education. And that feeds off to the other students. Our underclassmen see that they're now adults. There are adult learners within their school, and I feel like that as mentors to them, it provides them a stronger transition into those programs for the underclassmen. So I see benefits for it school-wide.
It's like one of the higher standards up in the school to be in the dual enrollment classes. It's kind of like what kids look forward to their freshman, sophomore year, to be able to get into these classes and know that they need to work and earn the scores they need to get to be in. It's not really like you're in high school anymore. Like my day is, I've got 4 college classes, and I'm going to college each day. They've definitely given me a better, clearer view of what college is going to be like, and to be able to look forward to it even more.
One of the other things that we're focused on is just not strictly our college-bound students. We're looking at our career and technical education.
So regardless of our children's career paths, they have options all the way from their college programs to actually certification through the industry. So as opposed to planning for their future is now because they walk out career ready.
My biggest role here at the high school as the CTE coordinator is making sure that we're steering our program pathways towards jobs that are hiring the most in and around McCreary County as well as the state of Kentucky.
The main goal of any of our technical programs here are to get our students to be career ready. Now, in most of our career and technical programs, that means that they're going to get some type of certification where they could join the workforce immediately. The most important part of the engineering program is that we do teach AutoCAD, Autodesk AutoCAD, and by the time the students have finished with the program, they can be an AutoCAD certified user, which is a very valuable skill for anybody going into a technical field.
One of the classes that we teach here at the high school is the Medicaid Nurse Aid class, and that is a dual credit class that we offer with in connection with Somerset Community College. That class, they take an exam at the end of it. They do both written exam and then a skills performance test where they have to perform those at a competent level, and they are state registered nurse aides in the state of Kentucky.
And we're also expanding that pathway to include a phlebotomy section too, so that students can leave here with the certification to become a phlebotomist.
So we're looking forward to that, expanding our program and just offering more skills, training that students are able to right after high school, and even in high school, students are able to get a job with those skills.
In the past, the pathway that we test in here in the agriculture program is the environmental science and natural resource management pathway. As of right now, it's one of the few pathways in Kentucky that does not have a industry certification that goes along directly with the program, and we've seen that as a challenge. We were the only program in the building who wasn't able to offer those industry certifications to the students and have them ready to walk out the door ready for a career with some type of certification. So we partnered with local community college, and we're going to be teaching some articulated classes this spring in welding technology, where these students are going to come in and spend a couple hours in the evenings with these instructors from the community college, and they're going to be able to walk out of the door with a few welding certifications under their belt and be ready to be employable as soon as they clear the door.
It's going to provide our students opportunities to jobs where they start out at much higher wages than they would have if they left here with just a high school diploma.
We have multiple programs here, from nursing to we still have our carpentry and mechanics, but other fields that the students are getting professional certificates in that also helps them stay at home or get better paying jobs outside of McCreary County.
I can remember a few years ago, one of our CTE teachers saying that the state had called and asked them for advice on how to teach a specific skill because their students testing in that area were meeting 100% completion and pass rate and all that stuff. And I just remember thinking, I mean, that's amazing. It's more than just a sense of pride. I mean, our kids are going out and making a difference and setting standards and baseline for other districts.
It also helps our community. We need to learn how to to get students to come back to our county after graduation, which also this helps provide skills so we can lure employers back that we have a work-ready community.
Generation of the master schedule really is a lot more than just putting classes and assigning teachers to a block of time throughout the day. It generates from the students' interest and their needs to meet their career paths that they've identified, regardless if it's through a 4-year career path with a bachelor's degree or a career and technical certificate through our career and technical program.
In my opinion, these programs we have in our school, it's just a place for every kid to fit in. We have just such a wide array of programs for these students to come in and take part in that there is a place for every student in this building.
I like to think that we have students in those classes that maybe they're not exactly thinking about doing college, or they have a very unclear plan, and that as a result of something that goes on in one of those classes, then that does inspire them to go on to pursue something.
You know, it will provide that spark, and it will give them that incentive to continue their education, and maybe, you know, change a life of a student here in McCreary County that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for our dual credit program.
We can talk about test scores all day, but at the end of the day, it's all about students. It's about preparing them. It's about getting them in the right pathway to get to the jobs that they want the most.
The goals of our schools will always continue to be the goals of our students. And whatever their interests may take them in, whether it's career and technology, whether it's post-secondary education, whether it's military, we have that to offer here.
It's been an eye-opening experience for me. I've just been blessed to be, you know, one small part of it. Because there's so many people, there's so many wheels in this machine that's making it work. It's been rewarding.
And at the last graduation, to see the fruition of that, to see the works of our labor as all those students stood up to be recognized for being college and career ready, was an awesome sight to see.
Education isn't always the most immediate, really rewarding career to be in. You don't always get to see the immediate results of people that you've helped along the way. But it's individual students, every single one of them, not just the valedictorian, not just the salutatorian or the class president, but it's the last kid across the stage that had odds against them that make it worthwhile, because they make it.